Hello and welcome back to Vital Healing. My name is Dr. Candida Schwartz. I'm a naturopathic doctor as well as an intuitive healer. So today is the second part, kind of a follow-up meditative technique tool for intuition, for deepening your intuition to empower yourself. The first one that I did was last summer, last summer, and it was fear versus intuition, how to tell the difference. So that one was more focused on opening and closing your third eye for various reasons. So if you don't have that technique down, or you're interested in learning more about that, go ahead and watch that video and then come back to this one to learn about how to get your yes and your no. I talked a little bit about the yes and the no in that last video, but I really wanted to give it a stronger, I just wanted to devote a video to the yes and the no because I have three really important things during this meditative technique tool that I'm about to teach you that I think is important. I think is important to hear and to integrate as you ultimately empower yourself, right? I mean, we all need help. Everybody likes to go to a friend or likes to go to somebody like me for a reading when you need a little bit of help, you need a little bit of insight. But my goal is always to empower my patients and clients because, and I say this, and I really hope that you hear this, when you come to me or somebody like me, a medium, a psychic, a clairvoyant, however you want to see me, an intuitive, however you want to label me, or what I do or what we do collectively, we're getting the information from your higher self. So I really like to empower people with these videos and with these tools to deepen that intuition and that connection to yourself, your higher self, your body, your mind, your spirit, your subconscious, your unconscious, and your conscious awareness, and integrate them all so you can I see it kind of like a muscle, the third eye, the sixth chakra, that intuition. I see it as a muscle. And the more you work it, the more you learn about it, the more you strengthen that muscle, the more it's just going to be there. So let's just get started. So go ahead and take a nice deep breath. You can wiggle your toes. I always call in, well, they always show up, Archangel Michael and Raphael and Mother Mary and Kuan Yin. I'm going to ask them to come through and hold the space for all of us. So really ground the room that you're in, help ground you, and start clearing each of us individually. Clearing us of all shadow, clearing us of all disbelief, clearing us of all ungroundedness, of all fear, of uncertainty. Just really clearing us of body, mind, and spirit, our entire being, so that we can connect to our higher self source and that our mind can receive it. And we can use our brains, our minds, our intuition to actually calm our bodies. And so that we can gain the highest form of information with clarity for ourselves and for all. So let's take a moment and ask these angels to come through. If you have angels that always come through for you or that you want to call in, you are more than welcome to. And just notice how your body is getting really grounded and centered. Really feel your feet on the ground. And take a couple of nice deep breaths. And let's thank all the angels for coming in and creating this sacred space within ourselves. Now go ahead and open up your third eye. Take a nice deep breath. Say hi to your third eye. You might want to clean out the center of your mind. There might be some cobwebs or some noisiness still. Just ask the angels to help. And just deepen your trust with your breath. And now let's ask for our yes. So you can ask a simple question, something that you know to be true. like my name is such and such. I live in such and such. I am such and such years old. My birthday is da-ba-dee-ba, whatever. And just notice what comes immediately. Notice what the first thing that you see. I see a lot of different colors coming through, lots of different textures within the color. I'm seeing symbols coming through. I do see some animal spirits coming through. Like whenever you see, I feel like there's something like a wolf. Like a wolf is your yes. Like I don't know. I'm seeing animals, kind of like woodland animals. Great. Great. Then show me my no. So my name is, and insert a name that is not your name, an age that is not your age, where you live, a birth date, whatever. Something that you just know is a no. And ask that question and see what comes through. And again, you're going to be practicing this, so it might shift. You might still be a little bit in your mind. So let's just ask the angels to hold the base of the skull. Just to really get grounded in yourself, get really grounded in the center of your mind. And the angels are telling me to tell you to tell you what my yes and no is. So my yes is light coming in. Sunlight, moonlight, any kind of light. So the presence of light coming through is always my yes. And the absence of light, so it being in the dark or going dark, that is my no. So just take a nice deep breath. Take like maybe 3 deep breaths and just kind of start playing around with this while we hold the space. A couple of you need to put your hand over your heart. Both of your hands over your heart. Good. One more deep breath. Great. Go ahead and wiggle your toes. Good. Now the second thing that the angels are telling me they've told me that I need to share is sometimes our yeses and our nos, we might have a connotation with them. Like we might have, like for me, I'm just going to give you the example of me. So when I see light, I always see that as happy and fun and playful and joyous, right? So I'm not neutral to my yes and my no. And so if I get a yes and it's something that a yes, like it's the answer that is a yes is triggering for me, and it's kind of negative, it's not the response I wanted, then that's confusing. So that was confusing for me because I was like, why do I see bright sunshine when now I want to cry? Because I didn't want that to be a yes. So the reason I say this is that a yes and a no, being neutral, you having neutrality with whatever comes through as your yes and your no, it makes it easier. So I had to do a lot of extra work around this in the last 20 years, especially that first year or so. And so it might change, or you can ask the angels to make a change and see if something else comes through. Because it is really nice to be neutral around whatever comes through for you as your yes and your no. So I'm going to let you have a couple of breaths with that. Great. And then the third thing, and that the angels told me to talk about in this video, is sometimes I might see half bright and half dark, or it might be gray, or it's just the answer's unclear. So I know that when the answer's unclear, it's either I didn't have permission to ask because it involves somebody else, or I didn't have permission to ask because it's not of my highest my highest like wellness to get that answer at this time. Or it's about somebody else. It's contingent. The answer is contingent on somebody else, and you don't have permission to ask because of them. Or they haven't made up their mind, like if it's a job offer or a second date or matrimony or pregnancy or whatever, some of those more triggering questions that we often ask ourselves. It just might not be written yet. We might not know because it's not just about us. And you kind of have to be okay if you can't get a clear answer. It's okay. Maybe journal about it, maybe do another meditation around letting go, around whatever your trigger is. I'm angry, I'm sad, I'm fearful, I'm scared. You could do emotional freedom technique. There are different ways that you can kind of sort through it. Good. And then when we close out, and again, this is a muscle, so the more you work it, the more you practice it, the easier it'll just be. So make a commitment with your team of angels to practice this and empower yourself and deepen your connection to self. And as we thank the angels, we ask them to, close our third eye, help us close our third eye, finish up, break the seal, break the space that we created. And of course, I thank you all for showing up. So please comment below on how this was for you. Drink lots of water, take really good care of yourself, like, subscribe, and share, turn on that notification bell, and we will see you next time. Have a great day.